Today, I want us to look at the growth of cucumbers. A cucumber is both a fruit and a vegetable, yes, and they have various nutritional benefits. That is, they help in hydration, digestive health, weight management, bone health, antioxidant properties, skin health, body sugar regulation, heart health, anti-inflammatory effect, versatile and easy to consume. So they have variety of benefits, and it is one of the crop with a lot of demand in the market. Therefore, you will not regret once you decide to grow these cucumbers in your farm, because you will have a variety of market demand. So welcome to this channel as we look at the requirements for growing cucumbers. First, you need to look at the location. And when you're looking at the choice of the location, cucumbers need at least 6 hours of sunlight per day, ideally 8 or more. The minimum amount of sunlight that cucumbers should receive each and every day is 6 hours. And they really require the range between 6 hours to 8 hours each and every day. Therefore, as you will be choosing the location that you will be planting your cucumbers, put that in mind, because you will really require a lot of sunlight. To the preparation of the soil, you amend the soil with compost or organic matter to improve drainage and fertility. I have already told you, I always tell you this, that if you realize you have a problem with maybe with your soil fertility or with the soil drainage, you need to amend your soil with the compost or organic matter, since they tend to improve the soil fertility as well as they also improve the drainage of your soil. To the planting, there are two ways in which you can choose to start or to begin the planting process of your cucumbers. You can do direct sowing, or you can start your cucumbers from indoor starting, then you transfer them to your farm later on. So when you consider doing the direct sowing, you sow seeds 1 inch deep and 12 to 18 inches apart from one seed to the other seed that you will be planting, or to the other seed of the cucumber that you will be planting. Let the spacing be 12 to 18 inches. And from one row to the other, it should be 4 feet apart. One thing you should know, that cucumbers are grown in rows, and when you will be growing your cucumbers in those rows, please ensure that from one row to the other, they are 4 feet apart. For those that will choose indoor starting, you need to sow seeds in individual pots about 1 inch deep. Keep them warm and moist until germination. Once you have planted in your pot, please ensure you keep the seeds warm and moist until when germination takes place. And after germination, now it's when you can consider to transplant your cucumber seedlings now to the farm, so that they can continue with the growth. Also, if you decide to do your cucumber farming in the containers, it is okay. You can transfer now the already grown seedlings to the containers. And for those that will choose to transfer to the farm after germination, is when now you transfer your seedlings to the farm. To the watering process, water regularly, especially during dry periods, aiming for consistent moisture without waterlogging. Another thing, when you add organic and compost matter, you also reduce the level of waterlogging in your soil. This is because there will be an improvement in your soil drainage, but you also have to be cautious in such a way that you do not overwater your soil, because the moment you overwater your soil, it will lead to waterlogging, and you all know once you waterlog your growing cucumbers, it definitely means they will really not grow, because they will experience some root rot. Therefore, as a farmer, be cautious on how you water your cucumbers after you have grown them. To the support, cucumbers require support for their growth, for them to grow effectively. Therefore, you need to provide a trellis or other support for vine varieties to climb. Once you provide that support, it means that your cucumbers will grow effectively, and they will also grow to get to the desired shapes, and also they will get to spread out evenly, and they will spread out well, and therefore your production level will also increase when it comes to their growth. To the fertilizing, cucumbers benefit from regular fertilization, particularly with the potassium-rich fertilizer when flowering and fruiting. When they get to the flowering phase, please, you need to ensure that you provide regular fertilizing with a potassium-rich fertilizer, because once now they are fruiting, it's the time that now the cucumbers are about to develop, or when they have started the flowering phase. Therefore, you need to ensure that as a farmer, you're providing the fertilizer that will boost their growth in order for them to have effective production or to have that massive production at the end of the day. To the harvesting, you pick cucumbers regularly to encourage further production. This is a type of a crop that you need to harvest for them again to continue producing in larger quantities. The more, for example, once you realize the first phase is ready, please harvest your first phase and then allow them to continue growing. They grow in phases. So you'll have the first harvest, you leave them for some time, and now you'll come and harvest again. Therefore, that is why I've told you, you pick cucumber regularly to encourage further production. Imagine now you have grown a crop in your farm that after the growth, you will harvest, and once you will harvest, go and sell to the market, wait again for another phase of production, harvest and go and sell again to the market. You now realize you're making double the profits compared to other crops that you will maybe plant and harvest once. Therefore, due to the high demand of the cucumbers, I'll recommend each and every farmer to try and grow cucumbers in their farm, because I know at the end of the day they will get that produce that they require. Thank you so much, guys, for watching till the end of the vlog. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, hit that notification bell so that each and every time I'll be uploading, you will be notified. Till we meet in the next one. Bye bye.